Welcome back. Now, My Way Forward is a poetry collection by poet and author Koketso Mogale that will leave you both in tears and comforted. In this offering, Koketso takes the reader through the journey of how life for many teenagers, the challenges faced by teenagers, and how the struggle to navigate their way through life. Now, to tell us more about her poetry as she shares it in the book, Koketso is here with us in studio. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live. How are you?
Awesome.
Talk to us about this book, My Way Forward. I'm interested in the title. How did you come up with this title?
My Way Forward is a poetry collection that gives glimpse to life's challenges and problems, especially we as teenagers. There are things that we cannot fully and freely express. Yes.
Why is that? What causes that for teenagers not to be able to express themselves in that way?
I think it is because of how the society has labeled it to be. Depression and anxiety seems to be something that only whites can have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us about the poems that you wrote. How long did it take you to write them? When did you decide, no, actually I can put these in a book?
I started writing when I was in grade 5, and it was 2015. And I always knew that one day I'm going to be an author.
Yeah.
It has been a dream, and right now I'm living my dream.
Yeah. What is it about writing, though, that's so comforting that you're able to express yourself?
Just like dancing and singing, that's how I express how I feel. I pen down my feelings.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you then decide, no, I'm actually going to write a book instead? Who did you approach? Talk to us about that process.
Actually, that one has been very difficult, honestly speaking, because there were other doors where I was knocking, couldn't open. But then as time went by, my physical sciences teacher at school helped me publish my book, My Way Forward. And my parents and I didn't contribute anything. She paid for almost everything. And that is when I realized that dreams do come true, and there are teachers out there who still do teaching because they love teaching and they have passion.
Talk to us about the titles of the poems in here. Take us through some of them. My Disability is one of them. Tell us a little bit about that one.
My Disability is a poem that I wrote because I remember what happened. At that moment, I felt like I was falling apart.
Yeah.
I was just recently hospitalized. That is when I realized that, and actually I felt like there's no way I can write anymore because my hand got very much injured.
Yeah.
Then I decided to write My Disability.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then one of them here, The Spoils of Life. There's another one called Marriage. Tell us a little bit about those two. I mean, marriage. That's the one I'm interested in.
Marriage. I don't know anything about marriage, but then I see everything about marriage. How people portray marriage to be, it's not how it is.
Right.
Yeah, so that is why at times I feel like people who are married are, not to offend anyone, but
So it's not for you?
Not that it's not for me. Not that it's not for me, but then they are not living their lives freely, so only few.
Okay.
Only few.
What do you think causes that?
What I think causes that.
Yeah. For married people to not live their lives freely,
Yeah. I think there's so much control.
Yeah.
There's so much control that you have that thing, she's my wife, or especially he's my husband, excuse me, he's my husband, he's my husband, I have. So everything is just baba, so no.
Must find out with my husband if I do that. Now, tell us about a little bit of the other one here that's very interesting, gender-based violence.
I think it was last year. And not that it's over, but then it has been something that was traumatizing our country.
Yeah.
Then I decided to write gender-based violence. And everything happened so fast. everything happened so fast.
Yeah.
There was this other time, I was still young by that time, and then I saw this other man beating, I won't say I think it was her girlfriend. I met, and there was nothing I could do at that time. I was still young. Then when I wrote that poem, everything came back. Yes.
What's been the response to the book? How are people responding to the book?
I'm not money, people won't love me.
Yeah.
But then so far so good.
Yeah.
Things are coming together. At my age, I'm appreciating the little things I get. Yes.
You dedicated the book to your parents. Tell us a little bit about that.
My parents didn't believe in me and writing, actually. They do believe in me, but then they didn't believe in this thing of mine. But then as time went by, I showed them I love it and I can do it. Well, according to them, I was supposed to go to school, be a doctor, be a lawyer. And I'm doing that. Right now, I'm waiting for my matric results. So yes, but then ever since I wrote my book, I've made them believe in me. Yes, I've made them believe in me.
What would you like your readers to take away from the book, especially because it's dedicated to teenagers, it's aimed at teenagers? How would you like other teenagers to respond to the book?
I would advise them to get the book, go through it, read it, and they'd be so much relieved.
Yeah.
Because not so long ago, I tried committing suicide, and I'm not proud of that. But then I went through everything that I wrote, and that is when I was, let me try this life thing.
All right. Well, Koketso, congratulations on the book. Thank you so much for writing.
Thank you.
Koketso Mogale speaking to us about the latest poetry collection. It's titled My Way Forward. She's a poet and author.